they're caught up in a stupor where they can't, because of the sugar, they can't think straight. Because of course, one of the main issues that results from high consumption of sugar is that your blood vessels shrivel up. So that cuts your blood circulation to many of your vital organs. So, that's why your body, your hands, and your feet, your appendages begin to turn green or blackish, and your eyesight becomes dull because your blood can't go to those places in order to function effectively. So eventually, over time, the lack of blood flow is the lack of oxygen. Your organs begin to shrivel up and they become atrophied and they die. So yeah, that's part of it. And at the same time, like you said, is the lack of access to proper knowledge, and just the lack of access to options. Like you said, in the penitentiary and in the hospitals too, in the school systems, all they do is feed people junk food, highly processed, empty calories with a lot of sugar. And Coca-Cola specifically it's not just regular cane sugar, it's high fructose corn syrup. Okay, so it's fructose. Okay, fructose has been identified as cutting off the hormone that regulates your satiation when you eat food. So when you're eating, at a certain point, there's a hormone that is produced that says, okay, you're already satisfied. Don't eat anymore. You stop eating. But high fructose corn syrup cuts off the connection of that hormone to that specific part of your brain that says, hey, you don't have to eat anymore. So you just keep eating, you just keep eating, you just keep eating, you keep eating. And you eat to the point where you overeat, and thus it creates an addiction. Because like you said, sugar, once you heat cane sugar or any type of natural sugar, it becomes a chemical and it has the effect of the body like a drug. So, they're bombarded from all different areas with this inequitous, demonized lifestyle centered around the diet, to the point where, even they justify what they're doing. Just like in the situation with the Coca-Cola in Mexico, even though they know Coca-Cola is contributing to diseases, they justify the existence of Coca-Cola in Mexico. Why? Because they say, hey, it provides over 400 jobs in the area. It's doing a benefit to the community. It's employing people. Without Coca-Cola, there'd be a lot of unemployed people. So that's the justification from, politicians and all those that, in the government say, we want this corporation in our city. But at the end of the day, it's a lack of proper knowledge. But once again, who's going to give them that knowledge? Who is going to be responsible for making sure that the people in the penitentiaries, in the hospitals, in the schools, they know that, hey, that food that you're eating is contributing to the reason why you're in the situation in the first place. Who's going to go down to Mexico and tell the people, hey, y'all got to start drinking water. I can solve your problems overnight. Access to proper water. And you come with that truth, say, hey, this is the plan. We're going to supply water to you all. And you're going to give up your sugary drinks for 1 week. And we're going to try this experiment. 1 week, if there hasn't been a significant change in your health status as a community, we'll leave. But if it has been a significant change in your health status, then you got to explore the option that, hey, maybe it's the sugary drink that's causing all these illnesses in the community. But that's our job. That's our responsibility. We have to be new world definers now. So hallelujah, Toda Rabbah. Brother Mikael Bavakasha.
Toda Rabbah. Man of battle Zakai. Shalom, shalom, everybody.
Shalom, shalom.
All right. That was interesting. And we're not far behind them, because guess what's the #1 drink served in the hospital?
What's that?
Coca-Cola.
There you go.
Coca-Cola. Yes. That is crazy. That is so crazy. And then you're looking at, okay, you're talking about the powders to define, right? So how is fructose worse than glucose? When in Genesis, the Creator told us to eat the fruit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if the Creator told us to eat the fruit, how is fructose bad for us. No, what is wrong when it's a combination of carbohydrates and processed sugars. Then when the fructose, all that is in the body at the same time, the fructose have a hard time being digested because of that other sugar that's in there. But it's the fructose that heals us. It's the fruits that the Creator told us to eat, the sugar that's in the fruit that helps our body. It's the fructose in natural fruits is very, very good for us. You know, but here go the power to define. I just Googled it and they saying fructose is bad. Fructose is good. And I'm like, man, get out of here with that bull crap, man. That don't make no sense. So here you go. And then they did a test. There's a test they did with the rats. They got the rats addicted to cocaine, right? Then they introduced the sugar to the rats. You know the rats left the cocaine alone and went to the sugar.
Wow.
As highly addictive as cocaine is, sugar is more addictive than cocaine.